Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Stranger Things Season 5, Episode 5. So, last episode was a doozy. It was so good. We had, the kind of what has happened to Max so far and where has she been this whole time, other than being in a coma in the hospital, which is where we thought she was. But her mind is somewhere else. I'd always wondered if there would be more, right? So, and I was thinking about it. I would be cool if that is how we save her in the end. But now I'm worried. Sometimes stories will be like, hey, now we tell you how she can be saved in the end so you can get your hopes up for then those hopes to be crushed, where maybe she goes out in a blaze of glory fighting Vecna or something and actually can't get back to her body after, and that's one of the tragedies at the end of the show, where maybe we beat Vecna, it was thanks to her help, but she's gone because of it. Um, I hope that's not the case, because I hope that poor girl can get to live the rest of her life and everything. But yeah, so obviously we had Vecna showing up at the end with a crazy sequence, just so much death and destruction, and no one could do anything about Vecna. I'm really curious if the military, like, whoever lives to have, like, seen this will be like, okay, there's more going on than just chasing this girl and keeping 8 captive. So, we also found out that it was 8. I'm pretty sure that was last episode too. So much happened. Oh my god. Which I believe her name was Kali, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so I'm just really excited to see where we go next. So let's just jump into it, shall we? We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Also, Derek was a hero. He did so good. Actor did a very good job too. And Will, of course. Uh-oh. Alright. Aw. Hmm. He got him though. Aw. Damn. Well, there's the reinforcements. Man, I hope there's at least one person from the military alive to know what just happened. And when they're like, oh, it was probably that 11 girl, right? And they're like, no. Something much worse. Oh, I hate it. No, Derek! So is he in the same... Okay, these kids are there too. So potentially in the same one as... They've been warned about him though, right? Hmm. Holly seems to be doing a good job of like pretending she doesn't know all the things Max told her. Mm-mm. Oh, this guy's so good at being creepy. The actor is so good. Oh shit. Oh, Derek's look. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Derek's not clapping. Um, some of these kids are warned about Mr. What's It, but they might not believe it as much as Derek does, right? Especially saying, like, monsters came from them, and then he's like, I saved you from the monsters, kind of thing. That might be, they're still young. They're probably more apt to believe Mr. What's It. Dude, the actor is so good. I wanted to talk about this. I actually just wrote it down to talk about it later, but man, like, he does such a good job of, like, the way he speaks as an adult, it feels creepy. But as a kid, I feel like it would be like I feel like the kids would like gravitate to believing in him the way that he speaks to them. Oh, that actor does such a good job. Jock Shock or Shock Jock. Wow, okay. I'm not dyslexic, but that was a moment, all right. Oh, was the door like sealed shut? They didn't have the key card to get in, maybe? They took their only one? Hmm. Oh, she's doing an illusion. She's hiding them. She did this last when we saw her. Oh, even she is an illusion. Damn. And then they snuck out when they opened the door, probably, right? Maybe? Oh. Damn. Oh, he took the bomb vest off. That's good. Ugh. Yeah, I can't tell how deep it is, but it's not in like a... Doesn't look like it's too bad. Oh, he saw it. Hmm. Call them vessels. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, good moment for a love talk. Hmm. Well, normally she'd want to keep him... No. That's nice. Oh, I'm so glad she's like come around from being like super overprotective. She's mad he wanted to blow himself up. Hmm. What happened to him? That's not good. Oh, that's right. They found out about this and went here. Did they at least leave some kind of hint? Hmm. Interesting. Man. Maybe he couldn't, maybe he didn't have a choice, but putting your generator outside of the energy ball seems like a bad idea. To be fair, you just proved his point about needing space because that's your attitude. And we did all see. Well, great. Look at that TV. Just chaos. Just chaos in here. Kids have too much energy. I'm already tired. Yeah, totally. She knows the truth. Where is he? Uh-oh. I'm worried. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Derek? Derek. Come on, Derek. Be Derek! Oh. Yeah, okay. His hair looked darker for a second. Yep. Hmm. Uh-oh. That face. That's a face of a kid that's about to do some devious shit. Like, maybe just be like a little shit and make everyone miserable so that way, like, he needs parenting the whole time. Vecna needs, like, Keep watching Derek. Hey. Oh my god. Hmm. I mean, if he does get a vibe whenever he connects. Snacks. Why is it like, yeah, bugles? Put them on your fingers. Sometimes when you're hungry, just having like snacks is kind of satisfying. It's usually not filling though, which kind of sucks. Ooh, are we getting an idea with the bag of popcorn? Wait. Oh. What's his idea? Hmm. The AV club teacher helped make a telemetry device? Or the science? Yeah. Oh shit! It's good. Why is he so smug? I forgot it's his sister for a second. Hmm. That is kind of a sketch. Why not do both? Yeah. Yeah. Why not do both? You would think you would have it protected, though, unless he doesn't have a lot of manpower. We don't know how many Demogorgons he has at his disposal. Oh. Hmm. Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, she's probably annoyed by it. This is why she's probably giving you the attitude. Yeah. You're gonna drive her away. Ooh. Okay, did she know some shit? That was a hesitation. I mean, they had issues last season with him, like, being worried about college and things like that, right? Oh. A melty door. What the hell is going on in there? That's not good. The front of it came off. What the heck? It wasn't even the whole doorknob. Looks like wax. What the heck? It's like the building is melting. Have we ever seen anything like melting? Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Okay. So she knew everything from before he got yeeted by L. Does she have a tattoo on her ear? Oh shit. Mohawk man down. Damn. Well, that sucks. What were they doing? Well, they have the device, the kryptonite. Damn. What are they using their blood for? Hmm. Shit. Damn. What? Wait, what? Are we back to the kids? Ah, man, I was invested in her story. That was captivating. Also, the way she spoke. But, okay, so he's gonna walk into the woods. Hmm. It's funny that they took Derek because he's weak. At least that's what I said to Will, but Derek doesn't seem weak. Not just, I'm not talking like physical strength or anything, but I just mean like mentally he's accepted so much and been able to evolve. Even if you say some of like his bullying was a cover for weakness. With everything that's happened, he's adapted very well. Hmm. Was that was it Steve? First person she told? The obvious. That is some electricity. uh, I hope whoever Will opens up to is cool about it. And I almost hope it's Jonathan because they have that whole, like, come and talk to me about anything. Oh. Oh my god. Man, why did we leave it on so long? I mean, I guess I wanted to test to see how long it would run without breaking or something. Oh, just a door. A door in a field. I love it because everything looks so normal until you get to that, and then it's like, well, that's weird. What in the hell? Okay, good to know. It's such a simple effect, but it's so cool. Oh, it's one of hers. Damn. That's so creepy. Ugh. I wonder what movie that is. I'm not super familiar with 80s movies. Wouldn't it be creepy if that was actually him and not memory? Hmm. We're gonna like go through the window behind the book? Oh, okay. Man, it's like playing a freaking game trying to find all like the secret areas. Hmm. Well, we knew that Holly must have known Henry because the mom knew Henry's name. But I wonder why she always called him Mr. What's It instead of Henry. Interesting. Hmm. No, he was talking about you. Damn. Maybe Dustin was actually talking. I thought Dustin was talking about. Oh, well. Did did all that really happen? I don't know. I'm so confused. Hmm. I. Oh shit. I. I might need to rewatch that scene, but I was not on Steve's side at all with the way that he was speaking to Dustin. Like, seems kind of fucked up to say this shit that he said. Someone else came to the same conclusion? Huh. Or was it the exact same map that he drew? Hmm. Oh. I didn't even notice. Maybe this is a test for bringing the upside down. Oh shit. Upside down to our world. Maybe this is bringing our world to the upside down. And that's why the air is clean. What was that about? Oh my god. Okay, well, we're back to this. Hmm. Smart. What happened? Oh no. Oh no. They're trying to make more powered people. It's so messed up. Oh, how many? How could you tell they were? I mean, they didn't look great. Oh, shit. Oh my god. I mean, I guess when they have powers. Yeah, it's like same shit that Brenner did. Okay, I mean, I kind of figured that. Because Henry's the original source. Damn. She's gonna kill herself. Maybe. Oh, she's not. Is she not even here anymore? Or is she? Oh. Okay, maybe she is. I'm like, there was some trippiness going on there where I was like, I don't know. I might be crazy, but I was getting some vibes of like how she said like I was never gonna make it out of there. Like almost like she was still just oh shit, an illusion. Hmm. Let's go, Derek. Well, make you see shit, I guess. Jeez. Sorry, guys, opening a drink. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Just like glass. Uh, Wait. Yeah. Oh, Holly. Poor girl's just gonna relive. I like the portal style, like gravity swap. Got like a winch type system. Hmm. You're gonna have to get it up over the easy peasy. Nice. Ugh. Man, we haven't even seen the teacher yet. I mean, I definitely don't think this is gonna work this time, but at least it could be practice to wielding the powers, right? No shot in episode 5, he just goes in and kills him. Ugh. The hand looks, I mean, the whole body is so humanoid, but the hand looks so much more humanoid than I thought. At least in that one shot. Okay. Man, I would not be so close. Okay, he got away. Ooh. Oh, yeah, he's in it. Whoa, he can see in that world. Okay. Ooh. They know now. Max doesn't know about this, right? Ugh. Holly's so brave. Having to, like, relive this, just everything she's gone through. So sad she has to see that again, too. Alright, this is, the area where the portal showed up last time. Now, don't they need, like, the music? Although, well, here he is, right? He found him. Not good. Oh! That was creepy. That was kind of cool. Damn, what do we do? Oh, this is... Oh, Will's gonna be able to do something, maybe. Well, there he is. In his form. I like how one of the legs is different than the other. It's like he's not just... Oh, shit. Come on, Will. She was sad about just standing there before. Oh, no! Come on. Oh, I just... Will... What? Is it Will? It's Will! Oh, shit! Yes! Does he know? Oh, he's gonna kill him in his own method! Oh, shit! I mean, I don't think he's gonna actually kill him, but at least he's giving him a piece of his own medicine. Damn! Oh my god, he can speak through him! Oh, I got the itchies all down my spine. Oh, he can just heal. I mean, this does seem like a mind space sort of thing. Does he know as well? Oh, is he gonna, like... Oh, shit. Yeah, he knows now, so he's fighting back. Stop the connection. Alright, so they're just gonna cook it. Damn. Well, there's the possession juju. Freaking melty room. Is this the roof? It looks so cool. like a trippy video game level. Energy barrier? Hmm. It's almost like some sort of like sci-fi sort of. Whoa. Yeah, it's like it's. Damn. What is. Hmm. Dustin found a bunch of notes, huh? Oh, if anything was gonna be a generator, I'd say it's that. Oh. Don't touch it. Oh, shit. What is it? What did Dustin see? Oh no, what is it gonna do? Oh no. Oh, come on. They're gonna get, like... Come on, Dustin, keep climbing. Well... Are we really ending it there? Son of a bitch. And then we cut back. Next episode. With frickin', like, somehow... like... frickin' Steve, like, jumping in the way of the bullet. Like, we shouldn't do this. No, there's no way that's happening. That is it, guys, for episode 5. Man, I thought it was another good episode with some hiccups that I wasn't a fan of. I want to get the things that I didn't like out of the way, because I don't like dwelling on things that I, like, don't like for too long. So, first off, the Dustin and Steve argument, the thing I liked least about the episode. One, the way that it was set up was just kind of confusing. Like, I get the argument, I get, like... honestly, I get Dustin's side, but I don't really get Steve's side. Like, clearly Dustin is, like, grieving the loss of a friend. And sure, maybe he's had some, like, attitude and he's doing some dumb things, like antagonizing the bullies and stuff like that. Like, sure. But Steve went hard on Dustin. Like, to the point where I almost thought it wasn't real. Like, I almost thought that, like, somehow there was something influencing, like, Dustin's mind and making Dustin, like, hear things that weren't actually being said. Because once Dustin started attacking Steve, Steve was like, what are you doing? Like, you're gonna hurt yourself. Like, no, stop. Like, it almost felt like Dustin was hearing things that Steve wasn't actually saying and Steve was confused as to why Dustin was attacking him. But then it just seemed like it just went right back to Steve being the way that he was, and if it wasn't that, then that just, like, why was Steve so confused? Like, you're gonna say, like, your friend who is grieving the loss of another friend, you're gonna say that, oh yeah, your friend died for no reason. Like, it was a pointless death. He was just an idiot. Like, can you imagine saying that to someone who lost a friend? I don't know. Like, sure, Dustin does some, like, immature things and everything, but one, he's a lot younger than you, Steve. Two, like, the things that he has done has not been anything nearly as bad as what you just did. So, I don't know. Like, sure, it can be annoying for someone to never admit they're wrong, and I mean, maybe that's a thing. The problem is Dustin has been right a lot. Like, usually Dustin is right. So, like, and Steve kept being like, oh, you just need to admit you're wrong, and we come here on this, like, useless trip. Now, granted, he was wrong about it being a shield generator. Whatever he found out in those notes, clearly it wasn't a shield generator. Which, technically, he did admit he was wrong here, right? Like, when he was wrong, he did admit it, so once again, that doesn't hold up to Steve's argument either, of, like, you never admit you're wrong. It's just, you know, Dustin has been right a lot. So, I don't know. I wasn't a fan of the conversation. The conversation felt so... or the argument, I should say. The arguments felt so off to me that I almost thought it wasn't real. That's how off it felt to me. I don't know. I haven't liked... since the beginning of the season, I haven't liked the Dustin and Steve, like, being angry with each other. And I don't understand why it's a thing. I don't understand where it started, and I don't know why the writers did this. Now, maybe we'll find out there's, like, some Vecna or mind shenanigans that's causing, you know, maybe I'm right. Maybe the weirdness in this scene is actually Dustin hearing things differently than what Steve is actually saying. You know, but if not, if it's just them having at it with each other, then I'm not a fan of it. So, yeah. But anyway, that was one thing that I didn't necessarily like. There was one other thing. Oh, I guess kind of the other one that I wasn't the biggest fan of was I didn't really understand Jonathan's side of things here. When he was talking to Nancy, like, I think Nancy was completely right where she's like, I'm trying to find my sister. You two are being immature and fighting with each other the whole time. Like, clearly, like, she can tell that you two are fighting over me. Like, it's clear to her that that's what's happening. And, like, it shouldn't be up to, like, I guess, now to go into my perspective, it shouldn't be up to Nancy to constantly reaffirm her feelings for Jonathan because he's feeling insecure about himself, you know? Like, he's worried, like, that Steve is gonna take her away from him. And so he's wanting her to constantly reaffirm him. And that's just gonna drive her away. You know, if you have to constantly be like, hey, can you tell me you love me? Can you tell me you love me? Can you show me that you love me? Because I'm worried that you love him. I'm worried that you love him. Like, that's just gonna wear her down, and she's gonna be like, I don't want to be with you anymore, you know? And then just the constant, every time they're near each other, them competing. And hell, we even had, you know, Steve in this episode said, oh, she's just a friend. Like, no, if she was just a friend, you wouldn't feel the need to show off in front of her boyfriend to try to, like, one-up her boyfriend. Like, now you're just lying to yourself too, Steve. But yeah, so while she's trying, both of Nancy's parents are in the hospital. Her sister's missing. They're doing whatever they can to get back. They're stuck in the Upside Down. and you're gonna sit here and be like, you know, worried about your relationship status. And I just don't. I know that Jonathan's justification was, oh, but we don't know what's gonna happen. The next corner we turn might be, you know, our death. Is kind of what he implied, right? So he wants to know where they stand, like, before that happens. It's like, no, like, I don't care. Like, in this kind of situation, your relationship problems need to take a backseat, and you don't need to know whether you guys are madly in love with each other before you go and die or something. Like, no, I disagree, but that's just my take on it. So I felt like both Jonathan and Steve were being pretty dumb this episode. Um, so yeah. And I disagree with this being all Dustin's fault. Like, even if uh even if Dustin was there, Dustin wouldn't have been able I don't think Dustin would have been able to stop the Demogorgon attacking the convoy that Hopper was in and causing all that commotion to happen, right? Like, it would have happened anyway, I feel like, because they were doing fine following him, right? There was nothing. I don't think there was anything that happened that they absolutely needed Dustin for. Um, so, yeah. Either way, I'm just. And yes, like, don't get me wrong, Dustin shouldn't have antagonized the jocks and all that, but either way, I'm done talking about. I've said my piece. I'm kind of talking in circles now. Talk about the good stuff. One, beginning of the thing, I already kind of talked about it during the intro sequence, but Henry's actor, amazing job. Just the way that he speaks to the kids, the way that he can have that, like, he has the range to pull off that, like, innocent but creepy vibe where I can see kids being, like, believing him, but it makes, like, adults cringe, and it's such a good thing for, like, an adult watching the show, or even, you know, I'm guessing maybe, like, I don't know, I guess, like, kids of a certain age could probably watch this too, and maybe they would get, like, oh, but Henry seems like such a nice guy, maybe they don't get the creepy vibes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how old you should be to watch this show. I never really thought about it, but either way, he just does such a good job, and then he can, like, flip that switch where he's just like, all of a sudden he is Vecna, you know, and he's just that, he turns that anger on, and I love that moment when he's in his, like, nice jolly, like, outfit, and then he just, like, snaps into the, like, angry, like, back with, like, the orderly outfit on and everything back from when he was in the lab. That was crazy. So, damn. But yeah, one like very simple thing. I wonder why she called him Mr. What's It. I think it had to do with the book, right? Isn't he called, like, I don't know anything about A Wrinkle of Time, but maybe there was something to do with Mr. What's It in that book, and that's why she used the name. But he introduced himself as Henry. So I wonder if that is kind of like they didn't want her saying Henry right away because that would have tipped off the kids if any of the kids heard it. So they had to give him a different name, you know. But I do wonder why, when he introduced himself as Henry, why did she then call him Mr. What's It? I don't know. I wonder what sprung that choice on. But anyway, so the I was just something I was curious on. I don't really have an answer. I don't really have a theory. It was just something I noticed. Oh man, but the whole Callie stuff was interesting. With her trying to escape on her own, almost getting out, but that was another conversation, much like the Dustin and Steve argument. the conversation with Callie gave me these vibes of, like, it almost felt like something wasn't real. Like, the way she spoke about, like, there was a few ways that she spoke that almost felt like past tense kind of deal. Like, she was almost like she wasn't there, right? Um, and I was, like, really curious if we were gonna have a moment when Hopper walked in the room and he said, "It's just me, it's just me." It made me wonder if he, like, didn't see Callie there. But then when Elle left, it seemed like Hopper looked at Callie. Like, I mean, unless they just did that to deceive the audience and Callie really isn't there. Did we have any moments yet so far where, I mean, I imagine he saw Callie. I just thought, like, it'd be crazy if somehow her powers were transcending death to, like, leave a message to Elle. That was kind of the vibes I was getting, just to, like, put it into words. She did, like, she had, like, one last illusion of herself, even though she's already dead, that is telling the story to Elle. And then I thought she was just gonna fade and just be gone out, as, like, Elle walked away. But she just wiped her nose, and it seems like she was there. So, yeah, I think I'm wrong about that. But it was just something about that conversation just gave me these, like, weird vibes. But yeah, at least with her story, they're trying to recreate this experiment to create more superpowered people, which is crazy that after everything that happened, they're just gonna start the project again. You know, like, it led to this Upside Down coming in and so many issues happening with, like, these cracks going through an entire town due to these powers. Now, I don't know how much the military knows. I don't know if they know that these powers are, like, the reason this other dimension is, like, seeping in and stuff like that. But if they do and they're doing it anyway, our freaking military is a bunch of morons. But anyway, so it was. But yeah, just all the pregnant women that are just on death's door, barely hanging in there, trying to create these powered kids is just nuts. And now Elle said that it was just Callie's assumption, right? Like, she was just making illusions of kind of like her mom getting blood from Henry kind of deal. But I mean, it makes sense. Honestly, I thought it was already pretty much confirmed that Henry was the, like, first powered person, that all the rest got their powers. That was my assumption anyway. So maybe that was never a fact in the show, and I turned my own assumptions into what I thought was real, but or what I thought was, like, fact of the show, because I thought that was already a fact of the show. But I guess it was only my assumptions that I just really believed enough that I turned it into, a reality to me. But yeah, I mean, I feel like it makes sense that all of the powers come from him. Now I'm really curious, is there somewhere where his powers come from, or was he just like a special kid and everything spawns from that? Or was there something that happened, like, in that cave where he seemed traumatized or whatnot, that, like, gave him the powers that he has? Is there a possibility that somehow, like, the Mind Flayer, like, got into him then, and, like, the Mind Flayer could be somehow, like, controlling Henry this whole time, and the Mind Flayer is really the big bad? I don't know. I feel like that'd be kind of crazy at this point, with, like, 4 episodes left, or 3 episodes left, however many are left, to introduce that as a story plot. But I think it could be interesting, because I would find that more believable than this kid is just this random kid. As far as we know, the only one that ever has, like, just developed powers out of nowhere, So I'm really curious. But yeah. So we had Dustin finding the map, right? And he was like it seemed like someone else had the idea of this circle. But my confusion about all of that is, was that before? I don't even know where that was. Where did Dustin see that? It would have been after the fight. It's like right here. So he looks at his map, and then yeah, they just have like a much similar one. So I don't think that's the same one. His has like different circles on it and stuff. But somehow it seems that someone else figured out this circle or whatever. Like had so would this information have been here when this got snapshotted, right? Because it's kind of like we have the whole thing with, I always go back to Nancy's diary, was snapshotted at a certain date. Is that, was the information in this room like snapshotted at a certain date? I wonder who had all this information. Was this like it was like in like a secret room behind a wall? Was this like a secret room that uh Henry had, and was he doing all this and figuring this all out? Or was this a Brenner thing, and Brenner like kind of had an idea of all of what was going on here? I'm not sure. But yeah, it's, and there's also on the right side, it's like the same kind of like black hole um sort of imagery that the teacher was teaching about too, which is really interesting. Now they keep dropping little like DeLorean, a flux capacitor. Um, they've mentioned like this, like they had like Sandman play, which I know is just like, it's just talking about sand, which makes me think of Sand of Time. They have like a Wrinkle in Time, which I think is maybe like a book about like time, and it keeps me wondering: is there going to be some kind of like time travel in a way, or time, like something to do with time? I'm not sure, but it really makes me wonder, with Nancy about to shoot this crazy energy ball thing. Like, is it possible that whatever is going to happen is going to mess with time, and we're going to have like a weird, like, if you guys have seen like Arcane season 2, there's an episode in there that has to do with kind of like, not, well, a little bit of time stuff, but also like time and space, like dimensional stuff too. Like, I wonder if we could like fall into another crazy ball doing some crazy shit. But can we make anything out on the paperwork that he was seeing later on? It would have been after all the Vecna stuff, right? That he like, yeah, I think it's like right about here. Um, so we have like the ball. Ooh, shit, guys. There's gonna be time shit, isn't there? You know what? In this book, I shouldn't have gone back to this. I feel like I'm about to spoil myself. In this book, if you go to the page that Dustin's reading, on the right page, um, there is the ball, which seems like the energy ball that Nancy and them were looking at. Inside the ball, it straight up looks like a clock. It straight up looks like the clock, and then there's like two lines. Is that two? Almost looks like there's like two lines inside of it. It straight up looks like a clock in the center of it. But um man, I don't know if I want to sit here and read this. I'm worried. I'm worried I'm gonna. Also, I'm not good at reading cursive anymore. Man, it's crazy how, like, I used to know how to read cursive pretty good, but the handwriting also isn't perfect either. EM fields might contribute by providing the necessary negative energy density of time space. Is that what that's supposed to say? I don't know. It's hard because it goes off into squiggles. It's almost like they didn't want you to read it, but it's like T and S. I don't know. Um, Electromagnetic fields interact with the fabric of space-time. Yup. Um, could create a... I don't know what that says. I think it says like TLs could create a blank blank effect stabilizing it. Hmm. Gravitational? Could create a blank gravitational effect. I don't know. Either way. Theoretically, uh, traversable wormholes need exotic somethings with negative energy density to con... it looks almost like I was saying contact, but that's definitely not contact. To blank the gravitational forces that world otherwise that would otherwise cause the wormhole to collapse. This exotic blank could create a... Is it like repulsive? Repulsive gravitational effect necessary to keep the wormhole stabilized and opened. Yeah, we're getting into some wormhole shit. Okay, I'm done reading this before I spoil myself. Was there any more that he looked at? Was there like another page? Yeah, no, then he goes and like reports it. Yeah, so there's like, yeah, we're getting some wormhole crazy shit. Oh my god. Well, that's gonna be nuts. But anyway, last couple things. Will being able, the way they like activated the hive mind by heating up, basically like making it's almost like it went dormant inside because it seems like it was still there. It was still inside, but they were able to like awaken it by heating it up, which was interesting. And then Will was able to jack in, which great timing and everything, was able to get into Vecna right when he was attacking Max and was able to save her life. And that was so crazy how he like broke his leg and was even able to talk through him for that moment there and said like, Max, if you can hear me, run. Like they're probably like, what the hell is going on, you know, because they probably don't know that this can happen, but they clearly like they'll probably have some kind of theories, I imagine, as we go forward. But yeah, man. Once they're in that world, though, like that weird red world, they still need to get the portal open. Now, they did give a music box. They did give a music box to Holly. Can you play music in this world to create a portal? Does that work, or does the music have to be to your like real body outside it? You know, I don't know. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what happens with them as we go forward. Like, are they gonna be able to find an exit? We'll have to see. Can they play music in that world to get out? But yeah, uh, we're we're getting to like a lot of different avenues of kind of attacking Vecna in a way. Hmm. Also, can't L just like search for people without like the tank now without sensory deprivation? And if so, they're trying to find where they are, where Nancy and all them went. Can't Elle just find them? Like, the only time she can't find someone, it seems like, is if they're in that wall. And they're not in that wall. The only thing I'd say is, like, if they wanted some kind of excuse, then maybe whatever this big energy ball on the roof is causing that. But man, I really wonder, like, is this energy ball messing with wormholes and stuff? Is this, like... Was this something that existed before? But also, why is it in the Upside Down and not in... Like, it doesn't seem like that's in our world. But, like, did... Because this almost seems like stabilizing wormholes and shit like this seems like science now. Like, we're getting into, like, sci-fi stuff, it almost feels like. Unless it is just somehow still... I mean, I guess they did open holes to other worlds. So I suppose it would be possible that Henry's power might be able to create, like, a wormhole. But does that mean that Henry's power is basically like a... You know, wouldn't it be crazy? I don't think so, right? Wouldn't it be crazy if somehow we get into, like, some crazy, like, time loop shit and, like, Henry is Brenner? Wouldn't be some shit if he was, like, working to, like... He, like, old him did tests on himself to try and, like, change something that happened. I don't know. I doubt it. That's just a batshit crazy theory I decided to throw out there just in case there is a chance it comes true. But I don't think so. That's just too insane. Because why would he do tests on, like, himself and stuff? Like, why would he lock himself, like... Yeah, why would he lock himself away and hinder his own powers unless it's like, oh, I had to do it for, like, things to end up this way or something, you know? But yeah. It also kind of would explain why, if Henry knew that Brenner was his future self, why Henry didn't kill him, right? Because, like, maybe he didn't want to, like, mess up time in a way that, like, he can't, like, kill his future self for some reason. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. That's kind of like a really out there theory. I'm not going to go too deep into that one. But anyway, yeah. I can't wait to watch more, guys. I think that's going to be it for me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Not for the show. I actually release these as I record them, basically. So, but there's other content on there. Usually I don't talk about my Patreon too much in this. I just honestly said it out of instinct because I'm used to saying it. So, yeah, links in the description should be popping up on the screen. And I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.